Hey, hi, and hello. Welcome back to my belief book because that's what it is today. I want to bring us back to our hive mind concept, but on another layer. So we can go down a list of things that make us more like each other than not, a list of things that make us human, but down to the basis of contributors is our power of belief. Regardless of if it is pertaining to religion or believing the earth is flat, our beliefs determine our reality. Now, this is another thing that has many different routes to take when discussing, but where I'm going to go today is how all of our collective beliefs determine the reality that we each live in every day. And mind you, everything that we can possibly conceive has the possibility to be conceived. Like even the most wildest things that you can think of, I truly believe, even if they don't happen here, they happen somewhere. So for this reason, I never really knocked the belief in religions or science alike because I believe that they both have the potential to be real in some capacity. This is all due to what we each choose to believe individually. Like, for example, okay, I once was driving back from the mall with an ex-girlfriend of mine and her family, and it was raining that day. So we were all like on the highway. We're in this minivan, and the mom and the dad, they're in the front seat, and then like her siblings are in like the seat above us, and then me and her, we're in the back. By the way, her parents did not know she was gay, so that's just like the funny part of the story in my head while I'm talking about it. But while we're driving, you know, I don't like driving with other people because of this reason, but our car swerves. It absolutely swerves, but it swerves backwards. So where I'm sitting near the driver's side window, far in the back. And as the car is swerving, I swear to you, we were heading towards a pole that only would have hit me if we had collided, if we had made contact. But right before we did, the car gets stuck in the mud and in a big old tree branch that like literally had no reason to be on the highway in the first place, but it was. So, their family is all thanking God, thank God saved us. The person who would have died was like, the statistics of this happening is out of this world. So then my thoughts converted to, if God was real, if God is real, then he also he put us in this situation, no? Like, all we could say collectively was that we were lucky. And I keep telling them, like, you guys were fine. I can't stress this enough. They were fine. It would only have hit my window. So in this same right, the way that we believe affects how we go about our day-to-day life, more than just knowing that you're more likely to die from an opioid overdose than a motor vehicle crash, which is crazy because you don't even take opioids. Like, you're thinking to yourself, like, how are those the odds? But when you look at the statistics of it, that's how it boils down, really. So when I say as soon as you wake up and you reorient to reality, all of your beliefs come back together to put you back to where you are. In my head, I genuinely believe, if for some reason you woke up and couldn't believe anything, that the only alternative is for you to be only consciousness. Like you only can absorb everything at that point. No longer attached to your body or even the physical world that the rest of us believe in. It takes the phrase, I can't believe it, to a completely different degree in my mind. About this negativity. People who walk around believing the world is one way or another, cementing themselves in such a terrible place. Try something simple for me. Pick something semi-specific. All green lights, seeing a big red truck, something, anything, and breathe. Like breathe into that thought. Believe that you'll see it tomorrow. This begins to train your power of belief. There's a bit more to it, meditations, vibrations, and such, but it still helps. But I go back to those people, quote unquote, who are in these beliefs. I want to get a little bit more specific with them. Anyone who genuinely has the belief that all of something is anything, you cannot make that big of a generalization. You are limiting your experience of everything else that you are excluding. Like everything that you are living through is the same because you continue to believe that it's the same, knowing that there is so much more out there life than what you're experiencing. You have to believe that there's so much more to life than what you have already lived through, what you have already felt. In this instance, I believe that we begin to level out how we perceive our everyday, let go of your expectations of how things are going to be and lean more into how you want things to be. When you wake up and you do the same things every day, nothing is going to change. So do something small. Take a different way to work. Don't look at your phone until midday. Give yourself something new to experience so the universe knows you want new experiences. I'm pretty sure everyone knows you can't just wish for it. You always have to work for it. Keep wishing for a better life while turning down every opportunity that comes your way. Eventually, you're going to have to work, and the simplest work that you can do is believe. It sounds so optimistic, right? But it's not. I'm a pessimist, and while I don't like it, I admit it. But when I tell you that on the days that I truly believe something new is going to happen, it definitely does. Now, pessimistic me is going to begrudgingly throw in, it's not always good. It's not always good new. I took a different way to work one day, and I popped a tire, almost completely bent my wheel. But then I met a nice guy that I was interested in, but I didn't pursue him because personally I'm not ready. But still though, it goes to show that when you actually give the thought of new a try, different and unknown, you will begin to access the areas of your life that would have just been a would have, should have, could have. I think that's boring. I really do think that's boring. I like the unknown a little bit more now. I used to be a little bit more afraid of the unknown because it's so unknown, and that's something that we're going to talk about in the future, becoming complacent in what we already know, what we're already used to, getting comfortable and not ever having anything new to do because we're too scared to step outside of the box that we've created for ourselves. So that's where I'm going to leave that one. I want to do another bonus episode of just me chatting shit, Can I do my British accent with you guys? Is that cool? Or can I do my country accent? Because I'm down here with these folk down south and they be doing too much. Okay. I'm going to go. You guys are done listening to me. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm working up my social media platforms right now. So if you search on any platform, Leveling Out, you'll find me. Thank you. Bye.